Good morning. My name is Chris Fox, and today we're talking about masterminds, specifically how and why you might want to form one, ideally with other authors. So, for those not familiar with the term, it originated in the late 1700s, so far as we can tell, from Benjamin Franklin. He created something he called his junta, which was a group of professionals from a number of different fields. So, he had doctors and lawyers and accountants and the other professionals of the day. And the goal of these people was to get together periodically to discuss their collective problems. So if they were having a challenge in their business, maybe, they could use that group to brainstorm solutions. So you just took a bunch of intelligent people in different fields with different perspectives. And it's been modified since. I've seen a lot of different versions of this. So I guess let me start with what a mastermind is not. A mastermind is not a community that you should be paying to access. I see this online a lot where people are like, oh, join our mastermind. It's only going to cost you X number of hundreds or thousands of dollars. And I'm not saying that for some people, an organization like that might not work. I mean, if you do something like that and you are at a point in your career where you can afford that, you can make some great connections in a really high-powered mastermind group. But that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is picking a few authors who are at or near where you are at in your level of success that you think are hungry and smart and willing to be honest. And meeting with them once a week or once every 2 weeks to talk about your launch plans and talk about your ideas for the industry and things that you want to try and ideas that you have, and let them shoot them down. So I used what's called 6 hats. So this is something that was introduced in one of my previous masterminds. And basically you go through different colors of hats to represent different types of critique. So some of them you're trying to say positive things about somebody's idea, like these are what could come of it that'll be good. And others are meant to be negative. You know what, I think this is going to go wrong and this is going to go wrong, and did you think about that? And so what we do in these mastermind groups, we meet every couple of weeks. We put one person typically in the hot seat, and that person says, okay, I'm going to be launching my book in 2 weeks. Here's my launch plan. What do you guys think I should do? And depending on the mastermind, you can sort of get different feedback. So one of the mastermind groups that I formed is science fiction authors. We're all science fiction authors. That's what we do. So of course, we are all very specialized and understand exactly what we're trying to achieve. So it's a very focused mastermind group. One of the other ones that I started two, is more kind of nonfiction business oriented. So it's for people like me that run YouTube channels, or Brian Cohen, a good friend of mine. He's got a podcast for writers. So people that are sort of advertising to that platform and building a nonfiction platform. And we decided to form that because obviously we have slightly different needs than someone who's just trying to sell novels. So a mastermind really should be tailored to the needs that you have personally. And you don't want to add too many people to it. And in my experience, if you get beyond about 5 people in a mastermind, then there's not enough personal time for each individual member of that mastermind. You're going to go to meetings where you don't get a chance to talk and you don't get a chance to have your problems addressed. I was in a mastermind that had 12 people, and it was just too many. I've seen some that, and these are the ones often that charge, well, they'll have like 25 or 30 people. And to me, that's a little too big. I think a mastermind is most valuable when it's small. And if you watched the Protect Your Focus video last week, you know that I'm trying to be off social media more. This is a great way for you to get interaction with the right group of people. They say that we're the sum of our 4 closest friends. You know, you'll tend to settle into the same habits that these friends have. Well, if your friends are all super hungry authors that are earning great money, and you're talking to them in this mastermind, you will soon find that you start doing the same things. So anyway, guys, this is something that I strongly recommend, starting a mastermind, getting some friends together. And we meet via Skype. I've seen people use Google Hangouts, or, you know, some people do it via text, although I prefer the interaction of being able to speak. But in any case, you know, maybe you want to give that a try. Find a few other authors in your space, put together a little mastermind, and see how it goes. Every mastermind is different. The only thing really we have in common is that we're trying to help each other succeed. And, you know, obviously that's easier to do when you have allies, strong allies, and that's what masterminds create. I have relationships with people in my very first mastermind that I still talk to today that have really opened doors for me in my career. So something to consider. Anyway, guys, I need to get back to the writing. And in this case, I'm about to launch Spellship. That'll be coming out probably next week. And I'm almost done writing Stryker's Folly. So this is the first prequel novel in my Void Wraith universe, and I've written this book faster than anything else I've ever written in my career because it was so much, or is, so much fun to write. So anyway, guys, I am going to get back to the writing. I will see you next week, probably with a little longer video.